What's up, everyone? It's your boy NS Racing 42, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to Homestead Miami Speedway for the final race of Season 2 of the NIRA M&M's Truck Series. We are here for 40 laps of racing around this 1.5 mile racetrack, multiple grooves, 2, 3, and 4 wide racing is bound to happen, maybe even 5 wide. And at the end of the night, we will have a champion in the M&M's Truck Series. It's the NIRA 200 presented by M&M's, and we have 4 championship contenders coming into this race: Eli Bright, Madisyn Taul, Benny Lawson, and Christian Russell. Eli Bright starts 3rd, Christian Russell starts 16th, Benny Lawson starts 18th, and Madisyn Taul starts 23rd. So, by far, Madisyn Taul's not been the best one on these mile and a halves so far this season, but that can change on a dime, just like Homestead can. I'm joined by none other than Napa fan himself here with me tonight for the finale of the M&M's Truck Series.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun race here tonight with these 4 championship contenders. One of them I don't think is going to do too well, and I think Madisyn's going to have a good run. I really do, but I don't know about Benny Watson. But either way, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because Eli Bright's starting ahead of everyone else by quite a bit, but especially what we saw in the last race at Phoenix, it's not over until it's over, and these guys are not safe until that checkered flag flies. And we've even seen in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series before, when we had this elimination format over there, Trey Bartow ended up losing out on a championship because he got wrecked late in the going. So it could happen to Eli Bright here tonight. We'll have to see if it does, but if Eli Bright can hold a very good run in this race and just stay right behind, become the leader in this event, I think he's going to have a good shot at winning the championship. But it's a long race, 40 laps here at Homestead. It's anybody's game, and we're going to have to play it out to see who gets it done here at Homestead.
Yeah, very cool, and we only have to focus on 2 things tonight: championship and the race win. The Rookie of the Year battle is always clinched. Christian Russell has a 37-point gap over Brett Sierra. But if Christian Russell wins the Drivers' Championship, then Brett Sierra wins the Rookie of the Year Championship. If either Taul, Watson, or Bright win the Drivers' Championship, then Christian Russell will win the Rookie of the Year Championship. So either way, Christian Russell will win something, but at the end of the day, those 4 drivers, Bright, Taul, Watson, and Russell, they are after one thing: to become a NIRA M&M's Truck Series champion for season number 2. The last thing before we get started with the race is that the 4 drivers earlier tonight that advanced into the NIRA 200 were Quentin Moore, Trey Wright, Eric Monaco, Clark McKee, Mark Davidson, and Johnny Garner. So a good mix of drivers that made it through the part-time race, and it's gonna be in one heck of a battle here tonight at Homestead. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get the engines fired and the trucks fired for the Season 2 NIRA M&M's Truck Series finale here at Homestead.
Drivers, start your engines!
And all 36 truckers will get word to life here at Homestead, Miami for the finale for the M&M's Truck Series. There's a lot on the line here tonight. Who will get the last win of Season 2? Who will get the championship? Who will win Rookie of the Year? Well, that's not really important. But mostly, who will win the race? Who will win the championship? And who will go out on top in the last race that M&M's is sponsoring the Truck Series. So, for one of those championship drivers, what do they have to do tonight to just win the championship, plain and simple, tonight?
I think early on in this race, they got to be careful of going to aggressive situations. Avoid 4 wide and just keep your car clean. Second half of the race, definitely find that middle lane and try to move your way through the field. Don't get stuck on the outside, because if you do, you're going to fall back. It's the way it rolls here at the Homestead Miami Speedway.
Yeah, very true. With the cup colors and with the last year's package, it was all over the place. But this year, with the new package, it's not going to be like that. Here we go. Jake Emerson and Monaco. It's been a great season, and we'll scream one last time the NIRA 200 presented by M&M's Screen at Homestead, Miami. Let's crown the champion. And Jake Emerson led that number 1, but he might not lead it that much longer. Eli Bright always is always the championship leader, and he's always the race leader on lap number 2 at Homestead, Miami.
Yeah, this is the safest place to be if you're the number 8 of Eli Bright, because if anything happens, it's going to happen behind you, and there's a good chance we could see a wreck in this race at some point. So those other championship contenders, they got to worry a little bit. But if Eli Bright can just stay out front here at Homestead, he's going to have a good shot of winning this thing.
Yeah, very true. Monaco, he's the only part-time driver that's won and has stolen a win from one of the full-time drivers, trying to get another win here tonight. But Jake Emerson came also close at Michigan. He wants to get a win here tonight. But as you can see, already 3 wide, 3 and 4 rows deep early on here at Homestead.
Yeah, you see Eric Monaco, he shoved Eli Bright to the outside lane, and you saw that way outside groove is not where you want to be. You can see that lane that Eric Monaco is running right now, that middle lane, that's the best line around here at Homestead. The inside can sometimes get a run on that inside, but lots of times the middle lane is where you want to be, and we get to see some single file racing as the race goes on. But right now, we're seeing none of that right now throughout the whole field. They're 3 wide throughout the majority of the field here at Homestead.
Yeah, 3 wide on fresh tires is exactly what you want. They won't have to pit at all. So they're going to have to manage these tires. But Eli Bright's not trying to manage his tires. He almost made it 3 wide through the middle in 1 and 2.
These guys are doing a good job right now avoiding wrecks, but if they keep this up and someone makes it 4 wide, it's going to be a lot harder to manage that. Someone on the outside lane actually getting a run. Can't tell who that is. One of the cars that starts with a 2, I think it's the 24.
I think that's the 25 of Noah Clifton. He's making
25. Yep, you are right.
Yeah,
25. Clifton had a really good run up there, and he's not getting it now, but he's actually working that outside lane. Very interesting to see that here.
Yeah, I got a massive 1 in 3 and 4, but in 1 and 2 it did not work out. So maybe that's something that we might see later on. I was not expecting that in these trucks, but Noah Clifton made it work a couple laps ago in 3 and 4. But right now it is double file, and Eli Bright is the championship leader, and by a big time margin. The second highest championship contender is all the way at Christian Russell. So
yeah, Christian Russell's the guy though. We've seen him. He won 3 races in a row in this series, so I wouldn't be surprised. Back to the race lead. But Eli Bright, he's in a decent position right now, but if someone shoves him outside, then he could fall back, and that's something he's got to be careful for there. I believe that's the 38 to the inside of him, Trey Wright. Good run for Wright in this race. Good run for a couple of these part-time guys who are running inside the top 5 right now.
yeah, definitely. Part-time trucks, the only one that's really been good has been Eric Monaco this season.
And this right here, you see Eli Bright getting shuffled out 3 wide on the outside. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Well, that's almost 4 wide. That was almost
Gotta be careful there.
Almost 4 wide right there. All being banged between the 38
Loose off the corner there.
between the 38 and the 75. The 75 most recently won at Phoenix, but he was super aggressive, always long. Ended up turning Dale Campbell and costing him a shot at making it to the Final 4. So we know of how aggressive Roger Hampton can be, trying to go 2-0 to end his rookie season in the Truck Series. But right now it's all Eric Monaco trying to get a second win as a part-timer this season in the M&M Truck Series, leading the way at Homestead.
You got Mitchell Collins there moving his way on the inside of the 49 of our pole setter, Jake Emerson. 75, like I mentioned, Roger Hampton got that win last time at Phoenix. Eli Bright able to file his way back on the inside there. You can see him make a move, and Hampton go on the block. Very, very aggressive move there out of Roger Hampton, blocking a championship contender, but no harm, no foul right there for those guys.
Tell you what, he reminds me of like Jamie McMurray on Super Speedways right now. He is being super aggressive. Even in the finale, blocked Eli Bright all the way from the top to the bottom on the front stretch. But like you said, no harm, no foul, no contact, clean and green still.
And Eli Bright, all he got to do is just kind of stay on the inside and the middle lanes here in this race. And he's on the outside at the moment, but it's only 2 wide, so he's able to run the middle lane and kind of just stay in his respective position. You see Christian Russell back in there into the inside around the 15th position. Russell is closing in a little bit here, but I just don't know if he'll have a shot at getting back up to that race lead in this race. I think he's going to have Eli Bright fall back for him to have a shot at winning this championship.
Possibly, but if there's anyone that can work his way up to the front, it is Christian Russell. That's for sure. Getting back him some of the other championship contenders. Last time by, Benny Watson in the number 3 was 22nd, and then for Madisyn Taul, she was all the way back in 31st. So right now it is definitely turning into a 2-man race right now between Eli Bright and Christian Russell if that 92 can get up to the front.
And I wouldn't leave Watson out of this quite yet. Especially, here's the thing. There may not be any pit stops in this race, but if we get a caution, there's always the option of taking tires. And heck, you won a race doing that in one of my series, North Wilkesboro in the Throwback Series last year. There were no necessary pit stops needed in that race, but a caution came out, and you and Zachary Fitzwater both came down the pit lane, took tires, and you worked your way through the field, and you ended up winning the race. And that's a possibility here at Homestead. It eats up the tires, and if we get a caution, say, in lap 25, have 11 laps to go shootout, you might have enough time to work those tires through the field. So that's always a possibility. So I wouldn't count anyone out yet, especially with that option.
Yeah, you brought up a big time point. Someone could pull a rabbit out of the hat and freaking try the 4-tire strategy with 10 laps to go, and it could pay off. But right now, clean and green so far here at Homestead, and no one's even made that many 4-wide moves yet.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping it clean for now, and we'll have to see if they can keep it that way the whole way through. But with Eli Bright still running inside the top 10 right there, the number 8 machine, especially with him on the inside lane right now, I feel like he's doing all he can. He's doing the best job he possibly can do at holding on to this championship right now.
Yeah, Eli Bright, he just needs to stay right there. The one guy that is slowly making his way up through the field is Christian Russell, 16th last time by. But he's not losing anything, but he's not really gaining anything right now. So that's not a bad thing necessarily. But Roger Hampton, once again, tried blocking Eli Bright, but Eli Bright said no and forced him in the middle.
Yeah, I guess that's a little edgy, especially with Eli Bright being one of those guys in that 3-wide situation. Hampton, obviously, we've seen how strong of a driver, should I say how aggressive of a driver he's been all season, and right now, bumping doors right there with Eli Bright just a little bit, or coming close to it at least.
Yeah, trying to do as much side drafting as he can. And the thing is, oh my, jeez.
Ooh, that was close right there.
Roger Hampton, he's been super aggressive. And it's only been the past 2 races, so I don't know if he's flipped the switch or what, but he's been super aggressive, especially to these championship contenders. Took out their camel at Phoenix.
Here's the thing. He was aggressive last time at Phoenix and won the race, and he figures, hey, why not, try it again? Got me a race victory last time out. As you see our pole sitter, Emerson, going to the inside there of Eric Monaco for the race lead.
Yeah, that's really true. He did win, even though he took out Dale Campbell, the dominant caller. He did end up managing to win. So I don't know. We haven't really seen a dominant caller yet. The two dominant callers have been Eric Monaco and Jake Emerson. So I don't know. Maybe he will try to do that same strategy. I don't know, but.
I will say, Homestead's a much different place than Phoenix. You can spin a guy out of Phoenix here. You know, it's a lot harder to do so without messing up your truck or something like that. But Emerson, or should I say, well, Emerson's leading, but Hampton bringing Eli Bright there on that inside lane. Bright's been hanging with these guys the whole race. We're now past halfway. The question is, will he be able to hold on to that good run? He got a little loose there through the corner and now is stuck on the outside. He's got to be careful.
And right now these tires are starting to get a little bit older, and like you said earlier on that we might get some single file racing. That's what we are starting to see in the top 3 positions. But right now it's all Jake Emerson out front with about a 2 truck length gap over Roger Hampton in second.
Eli Bright's going to end up 3 wide on the outside here. The 88 with a good run there. How about the 97? Zach Winkle moving his way through the field. Having a strong run right now. 24 also moving his way up front. That's Keegan Thompson. Haven't seen those guys yet in this race, but they're starting to move their way through the field pretty nicely.
And checking on Christian Russell, he's now stuck in the middle of the 3 wide situation, still in 16th position. But now that he's in the middle, he can't really move anywhere besides maybe get a 1 in that middle. Ben Watson's still.
See what he can do. And Watson's still also in a bad position as well. I've probably really fallen back, and the way this race has gone, I don't think that's going to happen. It's probably going to take a wreck for Eli Bright. But with the way they're running in this race, we may end up with a caution. That could definitely change things up for these guys. Like I mentioned.
There they go.
And there we go.
Oh, no. They saved it. Who was
a
that?
close one right there. The 51, I believe, shot outside.
45, and the caution is out.
That could have been a lot worse, though. Thankfully, that was all that it was.
Yeah, luckily that was it, but...
Hey, what did I say earlier?
Yeah, what did you say? Caution?
Caution right around lap 25? Well, there it is.
There it is.
It was actually lap 24, but still, you know, and it, I would see some guys possibly coming down for tires here. Possibly.
Will anyone take advantage of it, though? That's the big question. Doesn't really look like it, at least.
I mean, if someone like got spun was Henry Williams, he might actually try to do it, but I think everyone kind of just wants to stay in their respective positions right now. I don't know if there is enough time, even if you took tires, to work your way from the back to the front, because Eli Bright's still inside that top 5, and he still has a really good shot at winning this race.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, Christian Russell's 14th. That's the highest he's been all race long, but he's still 10 positions behind Eli Bright. So no one is pitting here, and no one is out. So let's go in and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night in the NIRA 200% by M&M's here in the season finale of season number 2. This is what happened to Henry Williams off of turn number 2. They were not going to 3 wide or even 4 wide. DJ Reed just washed up the racetrack, got the corner panel of Henry Williams, saved it once but cannot save it twice. And then into the inside wall. This was a pretty big hit. Off the ground a little bit for that 45 team. Got a strong one a couple races ago at Michigan, but not going to have a good finale, not going to have a good way to end this season here in the M&M Strut Series for that 45 team.
Yeah, this is a very common thing here at Homestead. They just wash up off of turn 2. It's a tight corner. Nothing that Henry Williams could have done there, but thankfully, and nothing worse. And everyone should be able to continue on the lead lap here, even Henry Williams. I don't know if Henry Williams is going to be at the speed. Might want to watch for that as this race goes along. He could get in the way of our race leaders, but that could have been a lot worse. Thankfully, we avoided a massive accident right there here at Homestead.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse, 10 times worse, but luckily it wasn't only a one-spot incident, and it was the poster Jake Emerson that won the race back to the line. And let's go ahead and get back to the restart and go back green here in the NIRA 200. Welcome back here at Homestead Miami Speedway, as we are set for a 12-lap dash to end the Season 2 championship race for the M&M's Truck Series. Jake Emerson will lead us to the green, followed by Eric Monaco, Roger Hampton, Eli Bright, and Mitchell Collins, the top 5. The championship drivers are in 4th for Eli Bright, 14th for Christian Russell, 24th for Benny Watson, and 27th for Madisyn Taul. It's going to be a 12-lap shootout. Who will win the race and who will win the championship? Jake Emerson will lead us back to the green, back green at Homestead.
Watch out for Christian Russell here, because he might be able to find a way to that 8. Now there's only 9 positions behind him. There's a few positions if you can get around him. He's not going to get around him.
Oh, God. Oh, Madisyn Taul just reels it. Madisyn Taul just hit the back end of Shaman's Law. If it's that going to be a caution, I don't think it will. But that's going to end Madisyn Taul's hopes at the championship, even though they were already down the drain.
So that slowed up Christian Russell tremendously, and that's pretty much just going to hand this championship over to Eli Bright. Russell thing around him, but could not do it, and I'm trying to see, where is he? 26. Yeah, they're way behind now, both Russell and Watson, so that's going to end it, only unless we get another caution and Eli Bright somehow wrecks.
That's a tough break for both Christian Russell and Madisyn Taul. But who knows, we might not be done crashing. We almost crashed right there. But luckily we did. But Shaman's Law has not had a good last 2 or 3 races to end the season, and that just solidified his up and down season in the M&M's Truck Series. In season 1 he made it to the Final 4, and in the season he blows up in the finale. And Roger Hampton being super aggressive again, side draft in the middle of the turn, and he's going to go to the race lead.
Great run there for Roger Hampton, and then you also got behind him Eric Monaco's also been really strong in this race. I'd also watch out for Mitchell Collins as well, a bit of a dark horse. We haven't seen Eli Bright lead a lap yet in this race, but obviously, he's got the room to go for it here, because Russell's way behind in that number 92.
Yeah, at this point, Eli Bright can just go for that race win and not worry about the championship battle, but at the same time, they could get aggressive and go for a wide right next to you, so it's definitely not over yet. Nathan Stapleton, he almost won at Phoenix last time out, and it was a duel in the desert between Hampton and Stapleton. So maybe we will see the same thing happen here tonight, as Jake Emerson moves Roger Hampton out of the way and makes it 3 wide through the middle. Oh my jeez, they almost bled.
Oh boy, that was tight right there. I mean, he was loose because he was right in the middle of that situation. He pushed down on Monaco, but Emerson's been strong in this race too. From starting on Emerson and Hampton have really been 2 of the strongest drivers in this race, I think. And same with Eric Monaco, and right now they're 1, 2, 3.
The strongest 3 trucks all race long. Can one of them win the finale? Jake Emerson trying to take the race lead away, and who knows, Mitchell Collins, he might have a good chance at it, as someone's on pit road.
It's a 51, I think, of PJ Williams,
yeah,
and it is.
Yeah, PJ Williams. He had a terrible Phoenix last time out. He was involved in 3 or 4 different accidents. So, just can't be inside a bad season, besides the Ford truck of Nathan Stapleton. And, not the way that PJ Williams wanted to end his season here tonight, going a couple laps down at least.
No, watch out for these couple of guys right here. As Madisyn Taul, who was caught behind, and then Henry Williams, who I mentioned, had that slow, and they're going to come in the way of our race leaders here. Eli Bright's got to be careful. Oh boy, someone almost got spun there.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. We saw a lap 12 with what's happened at Michigan. And oh no! Oh god!
Oh, no, there it is, hard to the
Oh,
inside.
God.
That's it. Eli Bright's upside down. Russell's gonna take it away.
That
Oh my!
was, oh my
And
god!
what did I say, man? What did I say? You know, you can't assume that he's gonna win it until the end. And Russell's gonna be in the unbelievable.
That was one of the biggest hits I've ever seen.
And not only that, they're not going to have enough time to get back to racing, so Christian Russell, only unless he doesn't have an issue, then Watson's in the position to win it, but I'm pretty sure Russell's going to get it here after Eli Bright effectively takes himself out. He was to the inside there. Such a heartbreaker. Good job for Roger Hampton, though. He's going to get the win, but unbelievable. It's amazing. It's happened so many times, especially under this format. You know, even when I did the New Era Cup Series finale, right at the end of the race, Justin Seidel was dominating that thing, and then he came down the pit lane right at the end. Steve Morgan, who had a lot of damage from a prior accident, ended up coming and winning that thing. Christian Russell had an issue just before that, got held up, and was way behind. That was the only way he was going to win the championship. And guess what? It happened. Eli Bright in the 8. Going to be done for the night after dominating this championship. He led the championship the whole entire race up to this point.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for Eli Bright right now, but from what I saw, that was completely his fault. I'm pretty sure he just completely turned the 21, so...
Yeah, he was on the inside, and he forced it. I mean, the inside driver is always the one who kind of starts it in that situation, and that's exactly what we saw right there. Such a tough break for him. But Christian Russell, able to hold off Benny Watson. That happened to be the battle for the championship is between those two guys, but only unless Russell has an issue, that 92 is going to be hoisting the championship trophy here in the M&M's Truck Series.
By far the dominant truck, especially all playoffs long, is going to win the championship, but not the way that he necessarily wanted to win. Before we get to the final lap, let's see if what happened to bring out the final caution of Season 2 of the M&M's Truck Series here in the NIRA. This is what happened to Eli Bright after this took him out of the championship. They caught up to the 45 of Henry Williams. Eli Bright just clipped the corner panel of Stephen Collins and then hauled into the inside wall. The 21 gets stuck into the inside wall, and then that launches Eli Bright into the air, tumbles up and over end, same with the 21. And then for Brett Sealer in the 16 truck, he just barely gets clipped. There goes Christian Russell going by, and nowhere to go for Brett Sealer. Just barely clips him, and he is done for the night. A heartbreaker for Eli Bright. Dominating all night long. Had that championship in the bag, but because of a slow truck budging up the pad, he turned the 21, and that's going to end his championship hopes here tonight at Homestead.
This is a tough one for Eli Bright, but that lap car right there, Henry Williams kind of just jammed everybody up, and Bright had a run, and Colin came down, and that was it. It's a massive hit. That's just a unbelievable way to be taken out of the championship. I mean, we've seen drivers getting taken out after dominating, but not like that. It just went from a really good feeling for Eli Bright to the worst feeling. And unfortunately, he's not going to win the championship.
And the white flag is out here at Homestead for the season finale, and someone blew up. And that's Jake Emerson.
Oh, man.
He got the pole, one of the dominant trucks of the night, and then with one lap to go, he was going to get 7th in the finale, and now he might still get 7th, but he's going to blow up his engine in the process.
Yes, Christian Russell's got to be careful, but, just in case, some strange things happen here.
He looks to be okay, but if
I
anything,
mean, I've had a race though where they blew the engine coming to the checkered flag under caution, and someone else ended up winning. So it's not over until they cross that start finish.
yeah, it's not over until it's over. That could have been, um, that crash. That could have been Christian Russell that caught up in it. This this engine blowing up, it could have been Christian Russell, but it wasn't. But coming off of turns 3 and 4, being back to back, the last 5 races on the season has been won by back to back or back to back to back. Christian Russell 3 times and now Roger Hampton twice. And speaking of Christian Russell, he had a great rookie season in the Red Bull Cup Series, and he had one heck of a rookie season this season in the M&M's Truck Series. Christian Russell is the Season 2 NIRA M&M's Truck Series champion.
Did not have the best of races here tonight, but it's just all down to Eli Bright having an issue, and I was mentioning it all night. You know, that's basically the only way you can win the championship is if Eli Bright has an issue, and he sure had an issue there. Tough break for Eli Bright, but congratulations to Christian Russell. You're champion here, Season 3 of the NIRA M&M's Truck Series.
And Christian Russell, he definitely owned it. One of the best drivers all season long. 4 wins. He got red hot when the playoffs started, and he never looked back. So Christian Russell was Season 2 NIRA M&M's Truck Series champion. But you know what? I don't know for sure of who's going to win the Rookie of the Year battle now because of...
It'll be Roger Hampton, no doubt about it, because Hampton was 1 point behind Brett Sierra. Sierra was involved in that accident. Hampton won the race, so Roger Hampton's also going to get reserved for next year as well.
And so Roger Hampton, he goes back to back, and now he's going to get a reserve in Season 3 of the Powerway Truck Series. Wow. What a season in the Truck Series this season. Oh man. Roger Hampton wins back to back, and more importantly, Christian Russell 23rd, and 23rd, and Christian Russell wins the championship. An amazing season. That comes to a close here tonight at Homestead, Miami. Took only 2.5-3 months for me to get this done, and I am so proud of how the season has went. Just an amazing season overall for the M&M's Truck Series. Thank you guys so much for watching the entire season of it, and just it was a blast. Major heartbreak for Eli Bright, but major props to Christian Russell. A really good season, one of the best seasons I've seen, and he gets the championship here at Homestead. Just an amazing job to Christian Russell. What an amazing season overall in the M&M's Truck Series for the second season. And I don't know if Nap Fan is back or not, but if he isn't, I'm just gonna wrap this up. Thank you to everyone that signed up for Season 2 of the M&M's Truck Series. It means a lot to me. Thank you. It was an amazing season, and you guys helped it keep alive. It was a great season, and A lot of great moments, a lot of scary moments, but we just had fun. And Roger Hampton makes the finale, and Christian Russell. This was season number 2, M&M's Truck Series champion here at Homestead. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Sign-ups later on tonight for season, well not season, but sign-ups coming up later on tonight for the birthday bash and the Alternate Speeds 500. Both are coming up in maybe a matter of minutes from now. So I hope you guys go ahead and sign up for those. Yeah, just thank you guys for a great season, and congratulations one more time to Roger Hampton for winning the NIRA 200, and a big congratulations to the season 2 NIRA M&M's Truck Series champion Christian Russell in the number 92. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm NS Racing 42, aka Nathan Stapleton. I will see you guys next time, and I will see you guys at science in a matter of minutes. What a great season, and Christian Russell is world champion. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye!